Right, lads, welcome to Victoria 3, something that I have not done in a while. I thought I'd give the patch some time and the DLC so they could update it, tweak it a little bit before I came at it so that I could give it a good go of it. I know that a lot of people were disappointed by it, one Barbarian very much included, and I'm always willing to defer to that man's judgment. But today, like I said, I've given it some time to breathe, and so we are going to be trying to form a communist state as Cuba and seeing how the rest of this is going to develop. I have injured my eye. If you haven't seen on Twitter, follow me on Twitter if you haven't. I had like a patch on my eye and people were very freaked out. It was very funny. So yeah, I can't put contact lenses in, and so it's glasses for me, even though I really hate wearing glasses. Especially given the fact that when I put my headphones on, I have to like adjust my glasses so they're pointing downwards so they can rest on it. So, by the way, here we go. It's been a while since I played Victoria 3, so I'll probably make several mistakes. We're currently a puppet of Spain, which is good and bad. It's good because we have access to the Spanish market. Bad because I want to be leaving that pretty soon. Let's see, what do we actually have here? Less than 1 million people. To be fair, around 1 million people is not terrible. We have iron, coal, logs, fish. Pretty happy with all that. Lots of cash crops. Yeah, all right, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, Spanish market is lacking logs, so I mean, build up some logging camps. First things first, we gotta research the Laith, guys. Damn, it's been a while since I did this. Okay, barracks. I've actually got a naval base already. I think I should get rid of them. How much do they cost me? Military wages cost me like a K. A goods village, that's 2K. Yeah, I mean, we'll get it back later. This could be a massive mistake. I haven't played this game in a while. I'm just going to go for it. All right, get rid of those. That was a construction sector. And we'll make use of the fact that Spain will have the resources. All right, so we have an agitator. This is new. Over here, we have this guy who's going to move to support a national militia. Okay, great. Colonial administration where our popularity is disliked. And you're cruel. Okay. I've got to show this off. In terms of the different types, we have tenant farmers, but we can go on to like collectivized agriculture. In terms of religion, we can go to state atheism, which is the plan, to go full command economy when we can. And, baby, just full communist, pretty much. I didn't actually check out our laws. So we're a presidential republic, landed voting, so we're good religious schools already. No colonial affairs, we don't have the people for it. We have interventionism. That's pretty good. This is all pretty good as a starting thing. I don't like the blue. There's a lot of blue. I liked it when it was green, like the different buttons weren't blue, because it kind of blends too much into the sea. I know it's just me, probably, but I don't know. It just made it harder to see for me. Maybe I've got like an eye issue. Let's import some wood to just help out with our lack of wood right now. We need a lot of wood, actually. Get another construction sector for now, and then we'll just get a bunch of wood. All right. In the meantime, let us improve relations with the United States, the French, anyone that doesn't like the Spanish, pretty much. Okay, it looks like Texas is independent. I'll be intrigued to see how different things play out than the usual that I'm well used to. Oh God, Algeria! I didn't even realize they split you, man. I completely forgot. Shout out to Algeria. Yeah, this might make Tunis a great. Oh no, people are gonna get upset because I'm gonna do another Tunis game. Absolutely will at some point. It makes sense. The region has changed slightly. You can't deny me that. And let's do a quick Moroccan GDP check. All right, we're getting the Laith, which is nice. I'm just gonna purely focus on production techs for now. Go intensive agriculture. It's always a good start. The wood shortage and iron shortage, which is actually good for us because those are two things that we produce. So for sawmills, this is the #1 logging camp in the world. This is the most productive logging camp in Cuba. But most people don't know this about Cuba, but logging camps, that's where it's at. All right, I don't want to split everything too much, so let's also get some iron tools. So let's get 1 iron, and then let's get tool, because if we go too heavy into wood, the second we leave the Spanish market, it's just going to completely swing the other way. We're kind of screwed. All right, we've always doubled our GDP, which is nice. All right, let's see if I can engage with this agitators thing. I can invite an agitator. Will join movement. We enact slavery ban, but I can't because he's Muslim. I have to say, I don't hate the agitators thing. I think it's quite cool that you can invite people in, but it does feel like a shortcut. I think Barbarian said this best. It does feel like a bit of a shortcut, which you could argue isn't like it's not that bad that it is a shortcut. Ooh, on society, we're not doing too hot. Kind of want to go empiricism after this so we can get some more education. Oh, apparently we're fighting someone. Okay, that is a cool outfit, my friend. It says if they're historical characters. That'll be fun to keep an eye on that and see when it's not. Okay, no iron. Fine, we just need it for now. Surprised that you're not colonizing, but you probably are. I just can't see it. All right, the Conservative Party won. Investment contribution pool efficiency works for us right now. I think I'm not going to try and move communist immediately. I think we definitely need to start sorting out our production first. Have a decent economy. You know, everyone wants a good economy. There's a wood shortage, it's good for me. An iron shortage, also good for me. All right, mines are starting to become profitable. My gamble paid off. Now we just need to build a bunch of tools to make those things more efficient, and then we'll build an economy out of iron, wood, and tools. Then we'll shift over to steel and use the wood for paper. That's the idea, at least. Our rice farms could switch over to soil-enriched farming, get tools so everyone else can work in the factories. And we have a shortage of iron, so we can't switch over to iron frame buildings immediately. We don't need as much grain, I don't think. Pull it in from the Spanish. It looks like the Egyptians and the Ottomans are fighting. Okay, I resent something here. This reads to me like it's French. I'm fairly certain. It'd be cool if it was Spanish. I was about to say, if this is like localized, that would be really cool. Because for stuff like the nations where I wouldn't want it to be localized because, you know, I don't speak Spanish, that'd be cool. But something like an ocean, I don't mind that being named. But this feels French in an era where the English were dominant. So I don't know about all this. Like, why would the map be French? Am I being stupid? Let me see what the Spanish for map of the world is. Yeah, Mapa del Mundo. That's definitely French. So I don't know what that's about. Like, it would be cool if it was Spanish, given that, you know, we are, in fact, unfortunately, beholden to the Spanish. Okay, iron mines are not profitable, apparently. Raw iron tools, and then we're going to spike iron production by doing that. And let's get more. This is going to be worth it in the long run. Our literacy is terrible. Our economy, trash. My will, sapped. Get a healthcare system. Why not? Right, I've never actually enacted a law with this DLC, so let's see all this update. It didn't say what happened. Here we go. Allies of conference. Yeah, sure. Seems the switch was a profitable one now in terms of our production, which is nice. What are you building? An arts academy. Why do we need fine art? Britain had a peace with Hamburg. Kind of a part of Britain still? No, they're in a customs union with Shamburg Lip. Looks like the Ottomans are beating the Egyptians. Sahrawi is a thing. Are you like an actual... No, you're decentralized power. Didn't mean to... I don't know what I clicked there. I got timed out. Oh no, what's going on here? What are we lacking? What are we lacking? Wood and iron. Produce wood and produce iron. Do it. Sound effects are cool. I'll give them that. Right, we're in the voting phase now. And it got through. Okay, cool. We need the atmospheric engine to try and help out our iron mines. So, okay, we seem to be doing all right. We've dropped the price of tools a little bit. No, iron. What are you doing, Spain? What's been going on with your economy? I want to know. What is this? What are you dragging me into? What are you making? What are you building that requires this many tools? You haven't built any tools workshops yourself. It's just me? I'm the sole producer of tools in your empire? What are the Philippines? It's just government administration. And iron mines. Dude, I'm the only producer of tools? Oh boy. That's a lot for us. Well, Texas has joined the USA. And Tunisia has enforced segregation twice. What's your GDP? Could be better. Agricultural investments, foster traditional values, defend the borders. Boys. I don't think it's going to go too well for you. Like an iron, let's switch over to wooden buildings. Start making some money back. Get ourselves a little bit of a buffer. Some reserve. Oh, we can use laths. Wood is expensive. Literally everything's expensive. Spain is not producing anything. What's your GDP? 12 million. I represent 1/6 of your GDP. Can you do something? Enact homesteading. It's one of the new ones. We have tenant farmers right now. Agricultural land is owned by hereditary elites. And homesteading, farmers lay claim to what's land which they work alongside their hired laborers. I mean, that sounds pretty communist to me. Public support for pacifism. I kind of like that. So, yeah, sure. Okay, we need another iron mine. We need an atmospheric engine, so we're going to need coal as well. So let's put up an iron mine. There's some coal mines. That atmospheric engine should be done by then. Delay, that's fine. Oh, the Liberal Party started to be a thing. I don't like the fact that I can't declare independence whilst they're at war. They're all with Brunei, and they've done literally nothing to try and get it. They've literally lost every battle. They've sent one division every time, it appears. So Brunei is kicking our ass right now. And yeah, I can't declare war. I don't know. I just like the idea that if I decide it's Cuba, we summon up our military. We could have a GDP that's like twice the size of Spain, right? And we're saying, look, we demand our independence. Like, we're invading Brunei right now, and you know that'd be rude. It's not the done thing. And we just go, oh, fair. Sorry, didn't realize. News doesn't travel that fast. I'm so sorry. All right, we can make steel tools now. So it's probably a good idea. Did we? No shot. We won. No, we didn't. Good. I think we need to start producing steel because I want to go straight to steel tools. So I'll build a coal mine. I'm really advancing our economy, perhaps beyond what it can do. But I think this will be fine. Okay, we've got homesteading. Nice. So the idea is we have like 3 iron mines then. We get 1 coal mine in. We get atmospheric engine pump, produce 40 coal. The coal then will... How much coal do we need for here? Like 10. But I'm assuming that's for each level. So that's 30 coal. So that lines up, which means we'll produce enough iron to then fulfill this. And then when we're ready, we'll create a steel mill and we'll create steel. Because the issue is, as far as I'm aware, maybe I'm being an idiot, I cannot separate my own needs from that of Spain. Very irritating because it's just the Spanish market. So it's time for me, because I don't want to be caught flat-footed, right? So I am going to use a pen and paper to write down exactly how much we produce so I can keep track of it. A lot of the content for this video is going to be written on this paper. So, my bad. This is done, so we should be able to upgrade that. Increase our innovation a little bit. Okay, and everything works there. So now we need a steel mill. This is so dumb. And this is something I shouldn't have to do, realistically, you know? I shouldn't have to go around and do this. Okay, so now we have a steel mill. Yep, we have just advanced our economy to 1 based off of steel. So we need iron. It's expensive because coal is expensive. But coal I can just do this with. Okay, sweet. Atmospheric engine completed. Oh my god, please. Railway technology progress, please. Territory shortage. Build something, Spain. What's your economy at now? 12.6 mil. You've literally grown 600k. We've tripled our economy in this time. What's the Moroccan GDP? 1.9 mil. Crop failure. Yeah, so strength. Yeah, you went away from strengthening agriculture real quick, didn't you? Your economy's dropped. You're still a protectorate. How did you do this? Did everyone just die? Okay, we can need some motor industries because realistically, Spain will not have produced anything close to that. What are you doing, Spain? So you're building textile mills, sure, but do you have anything like of value? Gold mines. That I figured out how our economy is being kept afloat. Oh, you have some tooling workshops. Look at that. Not steel ones. You don't have any steel, do you? A free trade party. Ah, okay, here we go. Place your bets, chaps. The Mexicans in the United States. He has literally 10 times your army. Playing bets goes very hard in this game. I'll grant the AI that. There's been no real wars in Europe either. Like nothing. The US has taken, I think that's the Negev Desert. Aqaba. Why? That's the Negev. What is this? Weird. Sure. Okay, there's railways. Let's go for the Bessemer process. We are starting to run out of laborers. Our economy is expanding too fast. So we need to start working on our laws. We should be allowing Spanish individuals in because we're part of the Spanish market. So that should be fine. Yeah, we are actually bringing them, like pulling people in. People are leaving Portugal en masse. Can't say I blame them, but they are. But this East India Company doesn't seem too keen on taking out the Sikhs as they usually are. Did you have this all along or did you just nick it off of Siam? I can't tell. Okay, so you're building a railway as well. Okay, makes this a bit redundant, doesn't it? Steel is still super expensive because coal is expensive. So let's make coal cheap. Building more coal. Gabriel Naves, can we invite him? What does he do? We'll start moving to enact autocracy. That is the opposite direction. Do you have syphilis? You have syphilis. So you're cruel and you have syphilis. Brother, please. You realize if you guys joined up, you'd have a party to be able to rival the Conservative. Yeah? No? Not gonna do it anyway? Cool. Okay, how's our railway doing? That should help you. Although steel is a bit rough right now. Because iron and coal are really expensive. And you don't have any wood. Okay, look, I'm trying to fix all your problems, but you have to wait. Okay, coal is the source of the problem. Let's start with coal. Okay, our economy has stagnated a little bit, but that's to be expected as we shift things over. All right, quick Moroccan GDP check. Okay, Morocco's doing quite well. Tunis have recovered to Oh my God, look at him. Look at him go. I mean, that's going to immediately leave pretty soon. But you have a defensive pact with Sardinia Piedmont. I need to stop gesturing with this pen. I'm very fond of writing things, so I feel important when I write things down. Enact legacy slavery. Do we have slavery, like, as a thing right now? Let's try getting rid of that. It's not very communist of us. I still need way more, switch to hardwood production. Should help us a little bit, at least in terms of this. Dude, everything's expensive. Our economy is going to start to boom soon, but everything is very expensive. Okay, steel's the expensive one still. Coal's still expensive, and therefore iron. Well, iron's not being produced. That's fine. We're producing more coal, and then I need to work on my steel production. We need more steel. Steel's good for us. It's good for the soul, you know? The man of steel. People are made of steel. Steel, like... Well, that's a Chinese peasant revolt. Tens of millions of people are about to die. Who's winning? I really want the Chinese peasant revolt to win. It'll be a lot of fun. I think they're way more likely to lose, though. It's quite close. I mean, it's the only time in Victoria 3 where I think the numbers are too low. I think that, as we've seen, anytime China has a mild disturbance, 20 million people die. Feels very expensive still. Railways are profitable. We're going to produce another one. Okay, this is good. We're going to get a Bessemer steel process, even though it says it's going to be detrimental to us. Just so much steel's needed. Doing the Spanish are just... Yeah, it's the Spanish buying it. No, it's not. It's just me. It's just Cuba. The steel is it's just me. We produce as much steel as India. And Prussia. Like, we are very much a giant of the steel industry. That'll help us. Although I do want to start going down this route as well. Max education investment, please. We haven't started investing in this department just yet because we're not ready. I need my GDP to be a lot higher to challenge the Spanish, who are currently at 13 million. They've grown 1 mil in the time it's taken us to grow also 1 mil. But that's a much larger portion of our economy than it is theirs. And I'm beginning to suspect a lot of our economy is propping up theirs. Wood is expensive. And so is steel. So is iron. So is coal. Do you produce anything? Like, at all? Oh, you do use my steel. You produce food and guns. Valencia. I'm not going to add... No, I'll add Condes. It's because every time I play as Tunis, I need coal, right? Because Tunisia doesn't have any coal at all or any real natural resources. Whereas this one's so abundant, and I just watch the Spanish never use iron and coal and wood, right? Which is something that I desperately would always need. Cuba crop failure. Oh yeah, our economy's about to fall off a cliff. Right, I need to go put some eye drops in my eye. I've set up some production. I'm leaving you in charge. Just let me know if anything happens. If something happens, I'll blame you. All right, what you leave you with, David? An agitator's appeared. David! Also, a side effect of the eye drops is that I can't see on my left eye for a little while. My left eye is my good eye. My right one's not so much. How we doing? The economy's collapsed. David, what did you do? Big D, why? Propertied women? Oh god, yeah, we should probably start working on the politics. I'm just completely ignoring that. I cannot see! I'm gonna accidentally, like, send children into the mines or something. Oh, we already do that. I guess I can't do anything too bad then. I have to open my eye really wide to see anything. What's this? Alright, we have some agitators. Can I invite any of them? Can you die? Turmoil from radical pops over here. God, that's a sight I never want to see. How's our infrastructure doing? I'm assuming we're decent. Yeah, all good. We have crop failure. Crop failure relief and discourage subsistence farming. Yeah, what's our migration at? We're growing by a factor of like 2,000 people. What's going on over here? Prussia's done nothing. Austria has done nothing. The Ottomans have done nothing since the start. The French have not invaded Algeria. There's some colonization going on, but nothing of note. The Qing beat their rebellion. My biggest issue with Victoria 3 is that nothing goddamn happens in this game. I'm pretty sure I have it set to aggressive AI as well. Standard. Yeah, look. This is high aggression. This is high aggression. The US has expanded, I suppose. We can't lie. I was expecting a little bit more aggression. What does that say? Louis Napoleon. Again, why is it all French? Oh, yeah, French DLC. Okay, so got 3 years of crop failure, which might be a good thing if you think about it. Conservative Party's lost a lot of its power. Including the landowners mainly. Guantanamo might be one of those profitable areas of Cuba right now. Hey, lazy slavery. I mean, it's better. No, because out of context sounds bad. Like it used to be worse slavery. Now it's better slavery. No, not slavery. Slavery's never good. We're gonna carry on. I'm gonna switch to this, which means I can now do some stuff like census suffrage, which is the communist way. Let's go universal suffrage. It's still the same amount of percent chance. Let's do it. We have a bunch of loyalists to burn anyway. Like, as in like the resource, not the actual people. Why would we burn people who are loyal to us? We should burn the other ones. Right, dialects are about to be done. Get more education access. Our people are still very stupid, but they're very productive. Is technocracy more communist than communism? But like, I think a technocracy fits our brand of communism better. We also don't produce. We're very much primary. We're not really a secondary economy just yet, which is what we want to do. Can you tell that I studied geography for a little bit? Basic terms in terms of economics. All right, our economy is now just... Oh God, what's this? Our economy has just recovered to pre-crop failure levels. We still have crop failure. Bear in mind that, yeah, it's 26 months. Bear in mind this is our only province. So we have like... everything's operating at 40%. The Spanish, in the meantime, have increased slightly. Dude, look how well off we'd be if we didn't. Okay, Tunisian GDP is 1.66. Moroccan's 2.49. That's the race that everyone cares about. I'm so tempted to tag into another nation and start something. Is there anyone I can check other nations are doing? Ooh. Ah, there we go. So Britain is conquering Kenya. The Ottomans are trying to conquer Algiers. That's new. And that's it. Over here, Pape Kokan. There we go. The Russians are starting to be aggressive. Didn't sound so grateful when that happened. I'm going to start shifting our economy over to all the seats. Because, you know, realistically, everyone needs furniture, right? Yeah, not so hot. They've gone bankrupt. Because they keep on having to pay the French. They just stop paying them, man. Please. You're bankrupt and you're still paying them. I can't wait to actually start making money off these crops again. Cuba is a nation built off of cash crops and we can't do anything about it. Yeah, we don't have sulfur, so I don't really want to start producing explosives just yet. Did the British win in Kenya? I don't think that they did. I think they lost. Hindustan. Is there any chance, that's all, as I'm saying it, they're being crushed. Yeah, Hindustan doesn't really have a hope just because of how front lines work. I've tried as Hindustan. I've tried a lot. I made a video. Not Tunis independent, which means their economy probably, yep, just crashed. And do we have sulfur? It might be worth doing this. Oh, one day. There we go. Our economy's back. She's beautiful. We're back up to pre-terrible, terrible crop level. We jumped up like 10 places. Condensing engine pump, quite nifty. All right, whilst we have the chant, isn't so good. Oh, you want to enact propertied women? I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm trying to do. Why are the landowners who are opposed to it in favor of that, though? We get ourselves another construction sector, because, and also part of the reason I want to get a chemical plant is because of, well, construction sector side of things. Steel frame buildings, definitely going to be required. We need glass, which we already have. I mean, I'm planning very far ahead here. The Russia's crept into sort of eastern Afghanistan. I don't know, what would you call that? Modern day Uzbekistan? What region is this? But I don't know what to call this. Tajikistan. There you go. I'm on Tajikistan. Quick Moroccan GDP check. It's a wild ride if you're a Tunisian in terms of your economy. And in the game, it's pretty bad as well. That's a joke because Tunisia's economy is horrible right now. That sucks as a sort of ties to Tunisia. But it's fine. Ah, the Pope's doing something out of everyone. Or is that a visual bug? Oh, it's a visual bug. Oh, they're a Dominion. They changed the flag. Nice. Sulfur. Okay, I have a sulfur shortage. It's just occurred to me this entire time. I haven't been doing any sort of decree. I could have been doing so much more in this time. I don't want to talk about it. Coal is finally not a ridiculous price, so we can actually start working on our economy. The recent translated works of Uthman al-Mahdi have been popular with the movement to preserve legal guardianship. Of course, I had to be an Arab guy advocating for women at profit. Oh, it doesn't make us look good. Right, we're gonna need more of these soon because we are running out of people. And when you run out of people, you need to do a little something else in terms of how much sulfur do we need? I think we need a lot. Does no one produce sulfur? Right, it's time we went for state atheism. Time we did something that's moderately communist. So when, as I completely lost my train of thought, but when you start to run out of populace in terms of the people that you can put into working, like right now we have 8K of labor force or 13K. Proving me wrong, apparently. We need to get people doing more effective things. So a lot of people are going to be working in transport, right? In terms of the physical moving of goods. So what we can do is this, for example, rail transportation, which means that we need 9,000 fewer troops, laborers or slaves, and then they can go and work on other things. So we're going to do that. As you can see, that frees up a lot of laborers. Opening the masses, God is dead. Even though it's a bad, I mean, God, I want to click God is dead so badly. Our economy started to explode a bit. Laying the groundwork early, definitely a good idea. We are literally the 5th richest nation, or 6th richest nation in terms of GDP per capita. Good to see. And the Spanish currently have a GDP of 14 million. So we are now approaching the point where we're going to be almost half of their GDP. We started out the game at 10%. We have now got a labor movement. We have more potential agitators. Can we invite any of those? No, I just really don't want an autocracy. Well, do I not want an autocracy? Not really, because an autocracy right now will really damage our communist movement. Doesn't mean I get to do what I want. It means that the guy in charge gets to do whatever he wants. And also, I've had the same event 3 times now. Catholic Church has had like a plus 70%. We'll join the Liberal Party in the next government reform. Now that I didn't expect. Popular Voice of Charity, see 3 times. So they got plus 45%. I did frame them as foreign puppets. Oh my God, another one. I've had that so many times now. Open the masses. I've got a plus 100% radicals from standard living. Oh my God, not another one. Christ. They got so much political strength of just maintaining charities. It's their only claim to anything in this nation. Right, there's going to be an input shortage on transportation, which is a bit, because currently we don't have enough workers to be in the fields. Got state atheism. Wonderful. Yeah, we are struggling for labor now. Okay, no matter what happens here, we need to switch everything over to railway. We've urbanized Cuba, which is nice. Again, I'm just going to put in the stuff like water tube boiler. Okay, what are you lacking? God, oh, Jesus. Facilitate our populace. American proletariat revolt. Brothers! See, why can't I help them? I could start bankrolling them, technically, which would be pretty cool. They're actually winning. Brothers, unite! Now that, I did not expect President Harriet Tubman. I did not expect that. In 1861, I did not expect Harriet Tubman to become president. Okay, and who's opposing her? Zebulon Warfield. Now that is a rise to power, but she is going to be defeated by Mr. Warfield. Okay, so we've done all right. We're at 9 million, but the population side of things is, I think that I check your politics. I'm not sure why we're not bringing in a lot of migration, because look, these guys, they suck. They hate their lives and they want to leave. And they keep on sending them to the Baleares, which have a migration attraction of 19.1. Our migration attraction is 75. And they're all going there. And I don't understand it. What if I drop taxes? I'm still making too much money. Okay, I think it might be time to actually form an army. Oh no, Portugal. What happened, buddy? Oh, that's a horrible flag you got there. Austria seems bigger and I can't quite put my foot on it. Now, given how ineffective the Spanish were at invading Brunei, I'm mildly confident that some of my troops can take out a lot of his. Also, I'm not inclined to build anything to help me in my struggle because we're going to share a market, right? So if he has issues with supply, that helps me because it's going to mean like he's proportionally more affected by it. What do I mean by that? Well, he's going to have to be invading me, which means he's going to get a malus of like minus 75%, let's say, to his landing penalty. That's going to be further exacerbated if he has a smaller number, right? So if we both have a negative 10% modifier, let's say, negative 20, maybe even negative 50% to our combat strength because we both lack the crucial armaments, that's fine because he's the one that has the land. So me building up's really not going to do anything. Ooh, socialism. That sounds like something we might be interested in. We have the number 1 GDP per capita in the world. Literacy rate is like 15th, I think. GDP is 21. Yeah, the Spanish have been doing pretty well right now. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so the Spanish are helping out Politania, which is very nice of them, but that's very convenient for me, given that a lot of my, yeah, there you go. That's where my sulfur comes from. I have 49 defense. They have line infantry, mobile artillery, and normal reconnaissance. They're also getting their asses kicked. Put our taxes up a little bit. Now, I should probably use the exact same troops as them, if you think about it. Or do I, because, okay, if I use better troops, in fact, let me just show you what I mean. If I use better troops, right, like skirmish infantry, I need to build bullets, which I don't have, which is going to mean I have a further decrease to my modifier. But then again, if I build a munitions plant, then my thinking, the Spanish won't switch over their troops to using munitions, meaning that I'll have the distinct supply advantage because I'll be producing within the empire. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought they already had the munitions, but they do. Cuba is isolated. Yeah, this is gonna shrink my economy for a little while. Thanks, Spain. Yeah, our people are gonna be horrified. It's fine. We built up the infrastructure. I just don't want to look at it. Oh Christ! What happens with a navy? I suppose. Interesting that I'm not actually involved in this, and yet I'm still the one suffering. Can I trade with someone else in the meantime? Oh, what? There's no war. We should no longer be isolated, so that should fix our economy, right? Our economy actually hasn't recovered, which is unfortunate, but I think it is time. Okay, Austria, it seems is leaning him, like it's not joining him. Still pretty okay with this. Yeah, lead's an issue. Lead's actually a massive issue. Does no one produce lead? Subsidize this. Activate our conscripts. Need to recruit a general. Ooh, +5 defense and also +10 home defense. I like that. Or +10 defense. Oh, all right, now we see. Okay, I think my gamble was correct. That's a big, like, I think. Yeah, okay, sweet. Okay, so we've got 82 defense, which is actually, like, ridiculously high. And there's the difficult landing and the insufficient naval support. Okay, so I was correct. Because he had 60 battalions versus our 29. So they outnumbered us 2-1, and we just rinsed them. We did lose a lot of men, actually. We are getting raided. It's fine. All right, they've lost 100% of the battle, so we just need to sit tight. I'm abandoning our silk to try and get the lead in. Another battle. Yeah, see him off, lads. See him off. Comparable numbers, interestingly. Even though they had more, like, battalions in. Nice. There you go, lads. Keep it going. Probably should have gotten war reparations as well, but I didn't want to risk it. We will be a free communist state. Oh, there's another battle. Rinse them again, lads. Ooh, that one's a little bit higher of offense. We don't have infinite manpower. They actually started the battle with, like, the same amount of military units, but fewer men. Oh, man, we 100% should have gone for, we've rinsed him. They've taken 87,000 casualties compared to 175k manpower. How much manpower do we have? We've got 37k. Okay, so that's not great. You gotta be super careful with throwing away your men in this batch. Why would he demobilize him? There we go. I think we won. Post-peace deal. There's independence. Okay, our economy is immediately just destroyed. But I can fix that. A nice blue color. All right, you're gonna have to give me a little while to fix this. I'll declare an interest with the United States. I'll become like a good trading partner of ours. I'm sure they won't embargo us in future. Here we are importing fabric already. Export that to the Americans. Fish, sulfur. Sulfur we actually need. Sugar, surprisingly, we actually need to create some of that. Would have thought, okay, well, that's fine. We'll just subsidize that. I know a lot of people hate rejigging their economies after independence, but quite frankly, I think I enjoy it. Can't just import everything that we did before from the Spanish market. Import food goods to the Brit. Someone's going to buy these. Also the Brits. The Brits are going to become a great trading power of ours. We're on the regular infantry. We need to save as much money as possible. Okay, we need 69 prestige. That's fine. Sort that. Trade routes are trickling in. Silk. We actually do need a lot of silk. That is something that we can't get. Okay. That's fine. What we're gonna have to do is change you over to non-luxury clothing. Dyes are an issue as well. Okay. I have paper mills. I can switch you over to pulp pressing, get rid of your sulfur intakes as well. That just increases iron. That's fine. Good for us. Did a bigger port. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm gonna take a lot of debt to figure this out, I reckon. Makes sense. The dye is going to be an issue. Dye is going to be a massive issue. Oh, you already have an interest in the Caribbean. Okay, well, in which case I don't need to do that. I can go straight over to the Qing. And that should sort us out pretty much. Should have mercantilism. Revolt taxation is going to help us out of this mess as well. I think we're going to have to switch to... Who produces dyes then? Is it India? Does India produce dyes? Who has dye? Yeah, the Qing produces dye, so why can't I import the dye from the Qing? Oh, I don't have any convoys. Oh, God. Are they isolationists or something? Why can't I import the dye from you? You're in a customs union with Russia? See if that helps then. Let's just switch it over to Russia. If I do the Baltic, that includes Russia. Yeah, sweet. Okay, we'll import logs, Scandinavians. So I produce our own cotton, which is good. Okay, it's been a bit of a wild ride, but I can officially declare us out of economic issues. We haven't... You can sort of see where we were. We haven't achieved the true heights of our previous economy, but the great days, honestly. Oh, and the French are helping as well. Bloody hell. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is bad. I think same principle as before, though. Should be okay. Oh, American Peasant Revolt. About to say, why aren't the Americans defending us here? And the American Peasant Revolt is the answer to that. We didn't fight through all of this to just then be subject to another. I don't care if it's the Russians and the French. We'll be able to fight them off. Same principle as before, chaps. Here we go. Fighting against the Russians. Oh, God. And the French. That is a heavy cost of war. Cost us 0 so far. They're not even blockading me. I think they are now blockading me. Christ, let's actually mobilize our troops. How about that? Even without a general, we still are able to defend against the Russians. Damn, that was actually a close one. Yeah, all of our trade routes have collapsed. It's fine. Oh, this is exactly what I needed. Synthetic plants. Okay, where are you? You will create dye from fertilizer. We don't have sulfur. We're going to have to go and fight for sulfur, which is fine. Right, we're going to research quinine, then socialism, then human rights. We're going to begin our transition to a fully communist. Yeah, just smashing them. All right, our economy will take a hit for a while, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We will defend our island. These were very simple times. I did say I wanted action, to be fair. We can hold up for literal years. This is not an issue. This is fine. Socialism has been unlocked. Music to my ears, indeed. Yeah, we can't. We can't afford anything to do with funding right now. Now, why would the Russians blockade Cuba? They clearly don't know their role in this dance. Yeah, the Russians are really starting to crumble here. It's good. We can't physically go below 0. We've taken 40,000 casualties, apparently, which kind of sucks. They've taken about 200,000. We've wiped out a quarter, 20% of the Russian. I can't get war operations because their capital's not been occupied. We can only get a white peace. Losing power rank as we defeat the Russians time and time again. That was actually a lot closer than I expected. That was terrifyingly close for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna make an executive decision here. I'm going to tag over to Russia and end the war because I didn't pick Russian war operations. It was forced upon me. You have to have a war goal in Victoria 3. The issue being that for this war goal to actually be active, I have to go and occupy Moscow. You might think, well, it's fine, let's just accept white peace, which I would 100% do, but their war support is not like the Spanish one. It cannot dip below 0 because they aren't being occupied, which is a bit stupid because I don't want to be in this war anymore and Russia doesn't either. But this war support thing, this peace acceptance will not change because I can't do anything about it. So it's kind of annoying. It's actually got up, as you can see. Even as we murder their troops countless, like time and time and again, they've lost hundreds of thousands of troops on our shores. So that's very frustrating. So I am going to tag over and switch that up. See, minus 24, even though we just won a momentous victory. Even the French is still up for it. Got a white peace. And switch back over. That's fine that I don't get to enforce my demands on him, sure, but our economy should start to slowly come back now. I'll have to redo all of these trade routes. Okay, our economy is basically fixed already, which took a lot less time than I anticipated. All right, Council Republic is on its way. All right, we've got ourselves a Council Republic. Right of Assembly, I'm not opposed to that, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Better group from the French. This is a bugged thing up here. That's always fun. People are going to rebel if I don't restore Presidential Republic. Even though I only have 38,000 dissenters, I'm going to have to do it, even though I really, really don't want to. Yeah, okay, Presidential Republic. We'll go back to Council Republic later. And now you want to preserve it. There's nothing I can do. Both these people, this is the problem. Should never give you the right of assembly. Oh, no. So you're going to revolt if I do, and you're going to revolt if I don't. I physically cannot do it. It does appear there's going to be a revolution in Cuba. Going to set us back some. But that's something that I guess I'm going to have to deal with next time. Right, lads. So today we have gone far in our aim of making communist Cuba. We've created the Utopia side of things. We've fought off the Russians, the French, and also the Spanish to keep our independence. We have a flourishing economy. We are, well, number 3 GDP per capita in the world, but Hamburg and Champasak don't really count. Our literacy is the number 1 worldwide. Standard of living is also pretty good. So, Cuba's already doing pretty well. But now it's time for us to turn communist and then spread communism to the rest of the globe. That's right. It's a 2-parter. And I think that you'll be interested to see where I take this. So if that does intrigue you, do make sure to like and subscribe. I actually really enjoyed myself in Victoria 3, so maybe we'll see more of it on the channel, depending on what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to my Patreons. Most importantly, Redguard76, Lewis Wright, Ryan B, Atreides, Blenderman, Crilly, Ghostwolf, Jadeout52, Sjalmi, Luke, Matthew McHugh, Mike473, Mikey Lewis, Original, ShadowSinger, and Tom. Your support means a lot, guys. Also here, why not watch another video? I mean, it's right there. Just click on it.